What's up, everybody? Welcome, Raider Nation. I'm your host, Phil Robinson of the Unfiltered Truth. With me, as always, my boy Phil Jones, feeling a little camera shy, but that's okay because they blasting it really don't matter. The Raiders beat the Chargers 35-32, and we go to the playoffs, baby! Woo! Playoffs. It didn't matter how it was an ugly game. It was a heart-stopping game. It was a heart-wrenching game, but in the end, it was a W. Like the great Al Davis once said, just win,
Just
baby.
win, baby.
And these Raiders now must get their flowers. They must be saluted. They did it. When nobody gave them a chance, when everybody wrote them off, when we said they were finished, they dug deep. They tested their resolve. They went to work. They practiced. They found a way to adapt, overcome, and get it done. And the Chargers are eating iguana tacos in the locker room.
Boy, fuck all that shit. Chargers eating them fucking Del tacos, homie. Broke ass Del tacos.
Chargers is eating a whole bunch of that humble pie with an extra helping of loser sauce. And they can take that shit and step on down the yellow brick road all the way back down to Los Angeles where nobody wants them. And they can watch the Raiders on TV in the playoffs.
Hey, first off, let me just say this, Phil. Let me just say this. For a team like the Chargers, you know how they did Mark Davis wrong, going back to the whole stadium shit. This is a big FU to them. And Mark Davis is sitting back grinning like that kid in the candy store when you see old girl with the fat ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just say this right now. Chargers, you have no stadium. You have to pay for it in food stamps and with a EBT card. You guys are trash. Y'all had no way of coming out here to Allegiant Stadium last game of the season to try to pull off a W. Shit. Let me tell you something, bro. These boys went above and beyond. This defense came out, showed up when it mattered the most. Derek Carr, who I've been very critical of all year, did his fucking job. That's all that matters. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I more than love it. I'm buzzing. I'm ecstatic. My wife came in when they were up 15, and she tried her best to jinx it, and she almost got thrown out of here and exiled for that because she hit me with one of those. There's no way that they could lose. And sure enough, that 15-point lead got evaporated into nothing, and your boy was over here ready to commit atrocities on small animals. I was unhappy. BL, is Phylon okay? Probably not. It's like a contact injury to his knee, which usually results in something being torn. So you've probably seen the last of Darius Phylon at least for the 2021-22 season. Dirty talking about Mark Davis was grinning like Charlie Bucket when he got the golden ticket. He probably was, because that was one hell of a way to end the football game. And I mean, it was one way to play with Pittsburgh's emotions when it looked like they were just going to take the tie and go to the playoffs like that. It was a total team effort. Everybody from the team got down. Everybody, and I mean that literally. You could not have won this game without the contributions that you got from everyone. Tyron Johnson with the forcing a fumble on a punt.
Yeah,
That's how he got his. Hunter Renfrow, 2 touchdowns, over 100 catches on the season. Josh Jacobs, 41 yards and 2 carries, boost him up over 100 yards for the second time in 3 weeks.
Yep.
Brian Edwards making key first down conversions, catching some tough passes. Zay Jones, when you need him most, just look for Zay Jones. For all the people that said he was a bum and couldn't do it, that Zay Jones is out here getting minutes, making plays. The only one person that I could say didn't really get on today was Deshaun. That's okay. They're going to
Hey,
need
look.
to figure out a way to work him in more than they are. But they got it done. Jalen Richard. How
You know
big
who
was that draw? How
Phil,
big was that draw? 3rd and 22.
bro, Phil, hold up. First off, real quick, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I gotta give Brandon Parker the shout out, bro. I was shocked. I thought he was gonna fold. He held it
Well,
together, bro.
I want to say before you got on last night when we were doing a live, one of my, I think it was Raider Gay, no, it was OG who, Emphysema Santa, excuse me, who asked, who asked who were our big guys for the our players to watch for the game who needed to have a big game, and my response was Brandon Parker. Said because everything is going to start with his ability to fend off Joey Bosa. If he could keep Joey Bosa off Carr's ass, then we had a shot to win this game. And for the most part, he did. Bosa got a strip sack later on, but luckily enough, they were able to get it back, and it rolled on, and they found a way to get it done, Phil. They found a way to get it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like
Ah,
being able to do what they need to do. Dog. Last time we were in the playoffs. Damn. Well, Carr, this is
2016.
your first time to be in the playoffs. Let's see what you made of, brother.
And well, we'll get into that being critical on another episode. I got all week to hash that out and lose my mind talking all types of ridiculousness, because for the first time I'm gonna say it, Phil. I'm gonna say it. We're on to Cincinnati.
Say that again.
We're on to Cincinnati.
Say that a little bit louder.
We're on to Cincinnati.
At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen,
we're on to Cincinnati.
We are on to Cincinnati.
Woo!
We will not be
on Cincinnati.
Having to go back and focus in on this game. It will be we're on to Cincinnati.
Alan Smith, E with the double E. It is time. It is time that Rich Bisaccia got his flowers. 7-5, took over this team, lost his number one receiving threat receiver. Went through a tough stretch, where they couldn't win anything. Righted the ship somehow, some way, relied on his players, kept them coming into work to win 4 straight, get to the playoffs, to do something John Gruden didn't do.
Damn.
To get them in the playoffs. To get this, are we going to say that Rich Bisaccia won with John Gruden's team, like everybody tried to play, like everybody played him with Dungy's team over there in Tampa, or does Rich get credit for this? It doesn't matter if he gets credit or not, because at this point, like I said, the best thing that you could tell a coach is that his team is playing hard, and his team has scraped the absolute bottom dark spot, soft wood of the barrel in order to get it done. And by getting it done, they got to the playoffs. And there's nothing, and you can't take that away from Rich Bisaccia. You want to talk about Harbaugh? Kill all that Harbaugh noise. We're still playing football. They don't care about
Yep.
Harbaugh right now. Right now, it's all about Richie B. Right now, it's all about the Raiders. Right now, it's all about beating Cincinnati. And Dundee, I like chances going to Cincinnati too. We got all week to talk about that. I'm one of those people that'll tell you that Cincinnati was probably the best matchup that they could have gotten in the playoffs. Number one, that was that I would be licking my chops if I was this coaching staff. This defense,
You ain't
they gave
lying,
up.
bro.
I would be licking my chops if I was this defense heading into Cincinnati. The Raiders have a legit chance, better than legit chance, especially playing the way that they are right now, to go into Cincinnati and get a W. Hey, sometimes whatever he was telling them was working. The rest were calling it down the middle. At first, it looked like it was about to be one of those good old-fashioned screw jobs, but they called it down the middle. There was no hokey pokey, no hanky panky, and all that other stuff. It was legit. There was no tool, no immaculate reception or holy roller, none of that shit. It was all the way that it was supposed to be. And oh wow. Uh-oh. Well, we'll deal with that later on in the week, Jones. And the Chargers were out cheating and got caught. And a lot of the times that they were out there committing these penalties, it ultimately cost them big time, which is usually what happens to the Raiders. But I am beside myself right. I was, and they even fooled me because for a second I thought they were playing for the tie too. But it was so sweet to watch. And the other thing is this, and maybe somebody can explain this to me: why in the hell are coaches calling timeouts when it's a next score win situation? That boggles my mind. It doesn't matter how much time is left on the clock if you make the field goal.
Yeah, that's a little mind-boggling right there.
This is a big moment for each and every single person in Raider Nation. This is big. You guys deserve this. You guys have sat through a lot, endured a lot, and for the type of season that we've had, that Raider Nation has experienced this year, this is your reward.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Playoffs. Say it with me. Playoffs. And we're not talking like before. This ain't no joke. This ain't no funny, no ha-ha. We are in the playoffs. Okay?
Aston Kutcher. Am I being punked?
No. Jones, you've been summoned. Your work is needed.
Oh.
Said that it is deserving of the dance.
Well then. Let me see what I can do. Let's go and look and see if I can give everybody what they
Play. Honestly, I didn't know what they were doing either, Mikey. I guess maybe they thought I don't know. I really don't because that's one of the things that I was looking at. I was like, should they be calling timeouts? Like, no. If they tie, they go to the playoffs too. I wouldn't be tying. I wouldn't be calling nothing. Go ahead, run that clock out 3 more times. Run it all the way out. Let us get to the playoffs.
I'll tell you, it's better than my dance move. Better than his. I'm just gonna say. I spit hot fire. That line, that line, that line. Y'all asked for it. Here you go. Yeah, motherfuckers.
Ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I'm living my best life. Ain't going best life. Ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I'm living my best life. Best life. I promise you.
I told y'all.
Woo! Yeah. Like I
Always deliver.
Playoffs. This is a big deal, y'all. Big deal.
It's a celebration. Let's all do cocaine.
At the beginning of the game, he said, go out there and take what you want. So it's all right there. Been talking about this for the last 4 weeks, and it was truly an epic victory. Brought to you in part
This
by
playoff, this overtime win is brought to you by Trulies. Because we truly brought that W to Raider Nation. And we truly know that the Chargers know how to choke.
And like I told everybody about, like I've been telling people about Justin Herbert, who listen. It's like you look at him, he's the perfect Charger quarterback ever. He looks the part. He's big. He's strong-armed. Ooh, good-looking and golden-haired. And when you need him to come through in the clutch, he does not get it done.
I mean, what you expect? He hasn't reached puberty yet.
Ooh, with the
Got
burn,
him.
son. With the burn, son. I want to hear from y'all. Give me some of your comments and say how you guys are feeling. Big Jim P said, considering all the crap during the season, this is amazing. I don't even know. I don't even know all of this. If amazing says it, said I really don't. I really, really don't. It is. It's breathtaking, and this is going to be a 30 for 30. There's no way that this season can't be a 30 for 30 at this point. They've made the playoff. There's no way this can't be a 30 for 30.
Yeah, it's got to be a 30 for 30.
So we got our first victory lap from the stand. I knew one of them was coming, and you can have your moment. You can have your moment, Bobbert. Have it. Go out there, run away. Oh, we all sound stupid. I don't care about Carr Hayden. We're in the playoffs, fool. Think bigger. It's more than Carr. More than Carf. This is about the Raiders. The Raiders. The Raiders.
Yeah, come on, Bobbert. Look. You acting like a child now.
Just being in the well, now hold on. Just being in the playoffs makes this a completely different conversation, because before Gruden resigned, when it was Gruden and Mayock, their goal was the playoffs this season. Am I correct, Phil?
Yeah, that's correct.
That goal has been achieved.
But
It has not.
that is true. That goal is. But
That
you
goal has
still,
been
the goal was also you must win in the playoffs.
one step at a time. You got to get there before you can win. Now they got there.
Well,
Now they got there. They got the best They got the best matchup that they could have had, and it's all about playoffs. It's all about the Raiders in the playoffs. It's all about winning week in and week out, like they said.
All I can say is this:
Fought their
one
ass,
step at a time.
overcoming adversity. It's a celebration. Enjoy yourselves. Be merry. Bitches. Show Charlie Murphy your titties. Maybe it will hit me in the morning, but the job's not done. Excellent.
I'll be real.
Excellent.
How many of y'all had a heart attack?
3 or 4.
I think I
Only
had.
to come back and have another one.
I think I had about 5, and then that
Man,
came down to the field goal was like the 6th massive one.
I mean, I knew that the Chargers go for it on 4th down, but seeing those 6 converted 4th downs was like, God, what are you doing? But I knew that this game was going to be close, and I knew that it was going to be a heart-wrenching thing like it was when they were up 15. It was easy to think that they were going to run away with it, and that's what conventional wisdom would have told you. But as Raider fans, we know. But how many? What's this? The 5th overtime game this year? 4th?
4th.
The year started with an overtime victory in Las Vegas.
And finished with an overtime victory in Las Vegas.
The Raiders are here. The Raider defense is elite. Yes, they gave up 32 points. But they held it down for 55 minutes?
Now, you remember how I said that we couldn't have any turnover if we were going to win this game?
They had none.
Exactly.
Said Carr took care of the football. Even when he fumbled, they got it back. And they got a turnover on defense. Most importantly, Phil, when push came to shove, when the game is on the line, you know who came through the brightest, the shiniest. Right now, since Bobber brought up a good point, you know what, Bobber? Fuck it, I'm in that kind of mood today. Josh Jacobs, I owe you an apology, sir. I said that you should be traded. I said that you was washed, that you were going downhill, that it looked like it was over for you. And due to the zone blocking scheme, that's exactly the way that it was. But
I told you.
When it came down the stretch, when we needed a run game the most, when we needed a spark, so you've been there to lead this team, you've been there to coordinate with the linemen, you've worked tirelessly and came up with 200-yard rushing games in the last 3 weeks. Said, and for that, sir, I salute you. I still wouldn't pick up a 5th-year option, but I salute you. And we thank you as Raider Nation, the wishy-washy fans.
Well, I say we keep them. Like I said, I'm going to tell you something, bro. Something has really been on my mind about with Jacobs. What if? Just what if? What if John, going back, was trying to fuck Jacobs over?
Conversation for a different time, my man. Conversation for a different time. Because if John was indeed trying to do that, he was holding back his own team from winning. In which case, he had to step back, and that is what needed to happen in order for them to move forward. Anyway.
Well, it's something to think about. But at the end of the day, motherfucker, we got to win. We going to the playoffs. Y'all can kiss my black ass.
All the entire darkness of the moon.
And he said the darkness of the kiss my ass. Look, I'm gonna be real, y'all. Look, I would love to still be on this live right now, but I got work in the morning, and motherfucker, my boss is a Chargers fan.
Oh, you got to make sure you get to work early and
You
stay
know,
late.
that's what I'm saying.
And stay late. I'll go get on run up out of here, Phil. I got it covered. My man Phil Jones, everybody, half of the Unfiltered Truth, walking it off. It'll be me with y'all for a little while as I talk about and ramble on with my team going to the playoffs. This victory that is so special with this team that is unlike anything we've ever seen before.
Time to cause chaos at work. Well, it's been fun, y'all. Y'all take
Well,
care.
hey Phil, congratulations! You got one member of the Kiss My Ass Club.
And don't worry, you guys. Y'all get your good morning, peasants.
He'll get your information later, but you know he won't that smooches.
Shut the fuck up. Kiss my black ass. You kiss my black ass, motherfucker.
Ah,
Nasty motherfucker. I'm out.
damn.